Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with me, Arne. I have not been playing much lately here on YouTube. I have not been putting on much content, I'm sorry for that. I am just so in the weeds with the Pro Tour Chicago preparation is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna record 2 videos today. Tomorrow I'm gonna fly out, so you won't have much content. Tomorrow is Sunday, today is Saturday, before the event, which is going to be on Friday next week. The event is going to be Pioneer Unlimited, Call of Mana, of course. Yeah, so you won't have much content. You won't see much of me here on YouTube until I come back on the 26th. And, after that, maybe when I've beaten jet lag. Yeah, maybe you will see me, though. Maybe, hopefully, on the Pro Tour coverage stream. That'd be awesome. I've had a blast so far preparing for this event. I've really gone deep, and yeah, just really wanted to make sure I have the right deck choice, because I'm just so on fire competitively right now. That really does drive me nuts. Like I can play on and on. I've played so much Magic these last few days. Certainly has grasped my attention more than producing content, I'm sorry to say. But I'll be back, hopefully with a vengeance. And yeah, excited for that, flying tomorrow. But today we're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna play some blue-white control. So I already did Esper control, which is sort of the bread and butter, best control deck over the last, year, or not year, since Fable got banned. I suppose Esper control sort of was the best control deck. Didn't really perform that well recently, anyhow. But yeah, we have some good additions, and also, I suppose, enough reason to play blue-white. This deck actually, or let's say the core of this deck, I made some changes. Won a 200 people tournament in Japan, where I can put the deck list and all the entire tournament and all the deck lists in the description, so you can check them out yourself. Yeah, where it was just a 200 people tournament. Besides, I think on the like Sunday of the regional championship of Japan, they basically had like a big convention, I think, where they had like multiple tournaments and stuff. Japan is, after the United States, I think, the densest Magic playing country in the world, right? Maybe Italy, I don't know. Those three definitely up there. Yeah, so pretty cool, pretty awesome. Getting some data from there, some awesome decks. That's also where I had the Sultai Arena meta deck from, I believe. Pretty sure about that. I think there were multiple tournaments. So there was like one 500 people standard tournament, like more of a GP, and then there was one 200 people tournament. And this was from the 200 people, and it was the winner. Okay, so the original list played 4 quick studies, and I think 2 airtight scorns. And what I did, I was just kicked out the quick study and the airtight scorn for these 2. The Deduce is, I think, an absolute fantastic card on raid. One of the best card draw spells. I think it's better than quick study, especially considering that Fairy Mastermind is also a card. But the one unfortunate thing is that it's a bit of a non-bow with the temporary lockdown. But hey, maybe you can circumvent that. And if the lockdown is good, usually your Deduce is not as needed anymore. I mean, against the Convoke deck, if you Deduce on turn 2 and then play lockdown turn 3, you probably won the game at that point, or are like at 80% to win the game. So it's not that bad that you lost your clue, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we have funnily enough, this deck actually has a lot of the cards now that are also in the blue-white control deck. Just, you don't have the Fairy, you don't have Supreme Verdict. I suppose you don't have Dovin's Veto either, but lots of the removal, at least. Wandering Emperor being the fantastic Planeswalker she is. Yeah, No More Lies being great. Pretty stock stuff. I guess the one thing that's weird is the Loch-Whale. I usually have not been a fan of this card. I really like to avoid playing a bad spell. But you do get both in one, and this deck is a little light on kill conditions. I mean, you have Anchorage and Emperor, that's pretty much it. No Murex, churning out more and more creatures. That was a little bit more reliable than like an Anchorage, I would say. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna play some Lock-Whales. I'm gonna have him until I hate him, which is maybe soon. 4 Sunfall going pretty hard there. 4 Lockdown, just 9 sweepers in total. I mean, Sunfall is a fantastic card. Maybe if you cast it first, your opponent has the counterspell. It's good to have a second one in hand. as long as you don't die on the next turn. Just cast the second one. And yeah, stabilize big time. That is that. 2 Eiganjos, kind of neat. Not my idea. Just, I guess playing 27 lands. Decided to play slash removal, slash land, extra there. Might come up that it's awkward, but also might be important that, hey, when you're flooding, you have multiple Eiganjos in your deck that you can use as spells. So that's nice. 4 Anchorage, going pretty hard there. Yeah, otherwise, Deserted Beach is the best of the untapped lands, and then Coast and Adarkar Wastes as a split on Field of Ruin, which is the big bonus that you get in blue-white compared to Esper. Yeah, all right, let's take a look at the sideboard real quick. I think this is mostly... No, it's not entirely the original. I believe I've cut like a random one-off. No, I think I've cut an Ezrim and a Seedshark for 2 Jaces, just to have some more action against Domain. Maybe even in the control mirror matches, the card can be a little bit annoying. Just card advantage. And 4 Seedshark, see the lol, you know. I don't know. Like, yeah. It's just, it's too much of the same, maybe, was just my thinking there. And Ezrim ×2, I wasn't super impressed with Ezrim when I first played with it. I do like the 4 knockout blows, though. I think they're pretty awesome. Against Mono Red, just, you know, you kind of need that stuff, I suppose. And then more counter spells. Want to turn a Wanderer in here, which I don't really know what it's for. I don't know. I guess it could shine against like Rakdos midrange or Golgari midrange. We're just bringing in a big haymaker thread that, you know, does things. Can be nice. All right. That is that. I surely also, I guess I can announce that here. I'm going to have some Explorer decks probably after the Pro Tour because, you know, we've been working on a lot of stuff. Me and the crew, the Shadow Fireball team. Yeah, I might be able to showcase some of the brews we've been working on. Because, you know, most of them are also playable in Explorer, of course. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And you might see something spicy, so be ready for that. Yeah. Even if it didn't make the cut, you know, in the end, to be the proto deck, it might still be close to it and, you know, fun to see in action. All right, guys. That was the introduction. Let's play some Magic. All right, let's look at that. Okay, powerful No More Lies, apparently a bug. Pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe I should restart Arena. What is going on? Sorry, not restart it, but reinstall. 6 lands is a lot, though. I think we don't live in those times any longer. Jesus Christ. Someone's trying to get me here. I don't think I'm going to 5. Just hoping to draw like a Memory Deluge that usually gets you back in. And if my lockdown is good, which it looks to be, then we're good. All right, Deduce, the non-bow of the lockdown here. There it is, the Convoke deck. Yes. Do it. Pump up your Warden. Hit me for 1, down to 18. Convoke the menacing proactive deck, the benchmark test of Standard, that is. Evangelist. Okay. Going around my temporary lockdown. That is unfortunate. So they can hit me down to 13, then I'll sweep up the board. The question is, do I deduce first or not? Losing out on a clue. 2 cards in hand. This thing cannot attack into my Anchorage, at least. Oh, they pump up twice. I like that. That means 1 less damage for me. This turn. Okay, 2 cards. I'm greedy. I want to have that clue. I don't know. I mean, I could really draw some powerful 4-drops or what have you. 14 life, I go to 12 at least next turn. Then I have a Eiganjo, Anchorage. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be greedy. I want my 2 cards. I don't want just... Yeah, I don't just want to have 1. I want 2. Alright. Evangelist. Down to 12. 3 cards left. Warden? Okay. Alright. Let's pass the turn. What is the last 2? Maybe a recruiter? It's not a land, apparently. Maybe a recruiter? Maybe knight errant? Although, wouldn't you have... Okay, it is a knight errant. I was wondering if you wouldn't have just played that one last turn. Or like the turn when they went out. The turn before I locked down, you know. But maybe they just drew it. Alright, you got it. No more lies, unfortunately. Mana value X or less. So they can't take Recruiter, so they can just take the 1-drops and maybe like a Bunny Corn. Or Italia. Bunny and Inspector. I think I'm just gonna draw another card. The upside of finding Sunfall is quite nice instead of like going for a Get Lost. Alright. We got free removal spells. I can drop a Loch-Whale, I suppose. What do I do about this Evangelist? I guess ignore it for now. Maybe I'll just block it with my Anchorage. That'd be pretty reasonable. My opponent already played an Eiganjo, so they probably don't have another. Sunfall is just so premium. It looks like just a lockdown isn't quite enough, but a lockdown plus a Sunfall is the knockout, I think. More or less. That should be the case. Yeah, feeling pretty good about my decision to not use Deduce on turn 2, considering the amount of lands we've drawn here. Okay, opponent aggressively using the Warden there. Not even attacking at all. No. Wow. He does attack. It's very welcome, I suppose. Get to eat your guy. Then the question is, what do I do next? Just do this? Get Lost with a Warden in play seems kind of bad. Bouncing this to hand or to top of deck does sound pretty bad too. Taking 4 or 5 is definitely not an option. Okay, maybe I just Get Lost it, honestly. Like, yeah, pump this up. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna bounce it with the Loch-Whale. That's my plan. That's my strategy. Okay, can pump it one more time. Try again. That's alright. Yeah, opponent might be able to outgrind me if I keep drawing lands here. Or, I mean, depending. Okay, that is a start. And could exile this. I think that's actually not that crazy. Of course, I'd much rather have a lockdown or... Yeah, or the other thing, the Sunfall. I'm sort of buying time here. This is a losing game for now. I need to draw stuff. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. That's lethal, huh? That is 6-9 damage to face. 14. My opponent doesn't know I have interaction, of course. But yeah, I could have guessed that they have this in hand. It was very likely the way the one turn played out, where they only had a Novice Inspector. Oh no, they only had a Warden, right? They went Sky Thingy, and then I locked down. Then they went Warden with 2 cards in hand. So they probably had this and the 5-drop at that point. Another Get Lost. I hate that card so much here. Alright. If they have another Recruiter, I will not live. But they might whale here. So I probably should... They kept it on top. We should just chill. These Anchorages are kind of nice here. They block all the crappy creatures. Okay. I guess that's a card they could have also had in hand at that point. Keep the Epicure around. Okay. Go down to 2 life. Not very comfortable. Opponent has that case flipped now. Opponent doesn't have any haste. There is that, I guess. But yeah, I lost this game. No Sunfall, no fun. I'm down to 2 life now, so this is... You don't want to go down to 2 life against Convoke. That is really a bad idea, because at that point, even your sweepers become somewhat tough, because you tap out for them, and then they just haste a recruiter in there or something, or like go end of turn reinforcements and then hit you. So like going down to low life total, not a good idea. I think this matchup is like very, very favorable for this deck that I have here in front of me. But Magic the Gathering is just tough game sometimes, you know. Might be very favored. They lose, and that is the unfortunate nature. Doesn't even attack. Big guys. No. Playing around removal. Opponent has played this game nicely. Sunfall, Lockdown. Any of those I would love to have. At this point, they will just all-out attack, so I just I'm down to just drawing the Lockdown. Nope. Okay. I guess I have one more draw step. All right. Happens. 9 sweepers. All the mana in the world to cast them. Only drew 1. Lost the game. Happens. Okay. Get lost. I definitely don't want. Disruption Protocol seems pretty bad. I like the Shark. I like the Ezrim. I don't love the Veil, honestly. Knockout Blow. I still have this bug, by the way. I saw other people don't have it, so maybe it's just me. Maybe I really have to reinstall the game or whatever. Play the 10th sweeper? I mean, I was lagging them last game, right? Just play 10 of them. I'm sure I'm going to have like 5 sweepers in my top 10 cards in the next game. It's going to be glorious. Get lost. I mean, I guess it blows up. I don't even care now. I don't really care about all these enchantments they could bring in. They don't really do anything. This card might be okay. Against Recruiter, it's kind of nice. I'll play 1. I don't know. I could play the Whale. It's like bouncing their creatures back to that deck. It's like good against Bunnycorn, and I guess it's good against that 1/2 that grows. But otherwise, they have a lot of creatures that you don't want to bounce back to their deck because they have some sort of value or like a super cheap or whatever. Nah, I mean, I think I'm gonna be okay. I mean, I guess I don't have a lockdown, huh? Don't have a lockdown, don't have the lands. Just... Maybe this hand is too bad. Like, turn 5 Sunfall could not be good enough. Definitely could not be good enough. I mean, I do have a March, but... Invasion of Gubakan, okay. Sure. Yeah, the invasion is like, whatever, I think. I mean, they're gonna take the March, I guess. Maybe the Sunfall. Invasion is not that bad, I think. I mean, like, invasion... Like, Sunfall goes completely around the invasion protection. Do take the Sunfalls. They are afraid of that. And I mean, invasion turn 2 slows them down significantly as well. Turn 2 is sort of the turn where they have to be explosive. Or like, they don't have to be, but would be good. But yeah, Invasion not protecting from Lockdown, not protecting from Sunfall makes it kind of mediocre, I think. Not that it's a bad card. Maybe like it's definitely better than the Gateway Express card. Bunnycorn. Bunnycorn is not that good against blue white either. And it puts on a beating. I mean, the card is crazy. 2 mana, 5/5. It's just a very, very strong card, I guess. That's just it. And I gotta be careful with that invasion. There's the tap lands. Nice. Beautiful tap land turn 4. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, well, that is better. I'm at 19. I should be okay. I should be okay. Starting to think that Sunfall might just be better than Lockdown in this matchup. Is that true? Just 5 mana, exile anything, get yourself a big incubate token. It just seems beyond unreasonable against them. So good sound. They're really going hard. I mean, with the invasion, all of these creatures will get pumped. That is pretty good. They attack both on the invasion. The rest on me. Yeah, that seems like a pretty decent attack. Okay, so everything's gonna be buffed. I'm gonna go to 16 up to 21 down to 18. They have a little bit of an army here, and they have the invasion to protect it. I mean, invasion of Gobakhan for the mana investment that you get, it's pretty absurd, isn't it? Like that was really, really nice. Okay. Definitely a little bit under the gun here. I need lands, but I also need... I think the Shark is just the best play, isn't it? Then I just make a Samurai? Or should I pump the Shark to a 3/5? It's just risky. I think I'm just gonna make a Samurai, just play it safe. Thinking about exiling this Light Shoot array. I'm not sure. Maybe I should chill on that. But like if I do it in their turn, they can sack it to give everything indestructible. I'm just gonna chill. I don't want them like I maybe it's better for me if they think they have it for now. And then I can surprise them a little bit. I can leave them uneasy about what's gonna happen here. But I guess I'm in the end. Yeah, no. I don't know. In the end, like whatever, my march is gonna get cast here. And they can always choose to sack the array anyways. Okay. Alright, that's a pretty powerful turn next turn, I guess. Man, this deck is just good, huh? I'm just getting beaten by it now, twice. Likely, like this does not look easy for me to win. Just that guy attacking now. If that's the only thing that's attacking, I maybe should just try to kill that. Yeah. I think they will have to sack the array at that point. I would at least. I want them to like do it. Oh wow, okay. Oh wow. Okay. Well, at this point, I guess I don't have a choice anymore. At this point, I have to take the damage. Was that a smart attack? Throwing away a creature for 2 damage? Well... What do I kill? I mean, they can always choose to sack this, so I guess just get rid of this. Like, in the end, they can always... I give them an option there, you know, like... And This thing is a bit of a problem though, so like, I don't know. Maybe I should have just ditched that. Okay. Okay, well, survive one more turn, I guess. And hopefully find a land. They play a creature and a recruiter. Okay, they play 2 creatures. Jesus. Okay. I think I'm gonna look for no more lies here. Oh, they even have the cavern on human. Nice. Nice. Wow. What am I supposed to do? I guess have the lockdown next time. Don't keep a hand without lockdown is the solution. So, what is this? 5. I can block 2, so I take 6, 8, 10, 13. I can't block 3 if I activate the Anchorage. Does my Anchorage live? So I block this, and a token. I take 6, 8, 11. Put 1 exactly. Or I deluge into what? Into the get lost I put it out? Not a good idea, huh? So yeah, I guess I'm down to this. Crazy, huh? This Convoke deck is the real deal. I mean, you really need to have your sweeper on time. And I did have a sweeper, but like the invasion, I guess, was quite good enough here, actually. Killing me on turn 6. Pretty much killing me on turn 6, yeah. Tough. Its Warden card is also just insane. Alright, well. Draw untap land and win from there on. They can scry more. Now I'm at 1 life, so I die to Epicure and to Recruiter. They kept the card on top. GG. Oh man, if I would have Memory Deluge, I guess I would have found this. And the untapped land. I would have been in a better spot. A lot better spot. I would have been at... For 4 life? Right? 4 life? No. No, actually, no. Never mind. I would have been at 1 life, though. I would have been at 1 life. Cast a Sunfall. Or a Farewell, I guess. Cast a Farewell, maybe even. But they likely have an Epicure on top anyways, and I would have died. Yeah, tough. Man, impressive stuff. Cool. I mean, not cool for me, but damn, like, I think this is like an 80-20 matchup. I would think that. Like, how can you have a deck that's like better against Convoke than the deck I'm playing? I have 4 Lockdown and 4 Sunfall. And it's just got 2 out, you know? And they didn't even have lethal demolition in the early game to like go super explosive. Yikes. Okay, well, that's the enemy, I suppose. That's the enemy. Okay, we're on the draw. Opponent mulliganing. Sure. I mean, this hand. Yeah. Standard is fast, so like when you don't have that 2-mana counterspell, I guess, in your opening hand, you do feel a little bit insecure, I suppose. Ah, another Convoke deck. So we have some redemption time. And if I lose this one, I'm out of here. I'm not playing this deck again, I'll tell you that much. This is supposed to be the good matchup. This Warden card, man. The Convoke deck has gotten, like, this was from Ixalan. Gotten, like, more and more cards. Cavern also helping with the mana base. Again, don't have a sweeper at the ready. Jesus. Maybe you need to run Repopulate? Something like that. Ay. Oh, man. Toast. I'm so toast. Okay. Alright. Like, it's just funny to me. Like, I'm literally playing the absolute hate deck. Run human. It's outrageous. I'm playing the absolute hate deck, right? Like, there's just no deck that you can run that's like better against this deck. Like, tell me a deck that's better, right? Like, is there any? I'm getting toasted. Maybe I'm just getting severely unlucky. Maybe, like, you all having an easy time playing this matchup. And I'm just getting the, like, the 2% happening twice in a row. They're mulling into 5! They're mulling into 5! This is just the best deck, huh? No question about it. Just play me or die. type of situation. Like when you have such a hateful deck towards it and still lose, something's off. I don't know. Maybe it's just really unlucky. Maybe that. 1 million to 5 even though. I don't know. Is the shark better than like knockout blow? Get lost is heinous. Man, I don't know. I feel like you need more 2-mana counter spells maybe. But they have Cavern also. Like that was Jesus. Like even if I try to think about like how these games, like the last game, I couldn't have found no more lives of the Deluge because they had Cavern on the Recruiter, so there was no stopping that on the stack. So it does resolve and everything gets 1+0. So you have to really kill everything preemptively and make the Recruiter bad that way. I guess we have the good old Deduce into lockdown. I know it doesn't feel great, but come on, God is just better. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm off, but like quick study turn 3, it's kind of unfortunate. Like 3 mana is already like a little not expensive, but yeah, a little expensive. I mean, the Deduce is so easily to sneak it in when you hold up the Normalize on turn 2. It's quite nice. Okay. Resolute Reinforcements. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna. Nah, I guess no. That doesn't make sense. Nah, whatever. I'm wondering if I should blow this up. I think not. No, not for now. I will blow it up end of turn, but not now. What if they want to use the blood or whatever? They have another Cavern. Okay, yeah, why not? I guess that is a hefty 9. Okay, yeah, pretty simple. Just play like an uncommon, a common. How much needed there? So I got a 9, a lockdown, I'm at 7. Yeah, wow. Maybe I'd need to cut these, the Normalize? Is that a mistake to have them in your deck because of the Cavern? Do I need to have just 4 knockout blows for these Recruiters, maybe? Maybe. I could even use the blood. This card is Zokan-san. It's actually a good land. So like the hand doesn't have any other worse lands than Zokan-san. The hand is pretty loaded, I would assume. Yeah, looks like it. It's 6. It's the War Leader's Call. I don't have an answer for. Guess that's what the Get Lost is for. Getting toasted here. That is not a good sign. Not a good sign for blue-white at all. Or, I mean, looking at these games, not a good sign for any of these type of decks. They put me to 1. That's pretty chill. Not. I also have a jump block. Nice shock. Okay. I mean, knockout blow would have been 10 times better. Give you that. Maybe I just missported. It's a lesson there. I guess I will try. If I play against Convoke again, which I hope I don't, I'll try the knockout blow. Jesus Christ. Like, this is supposed to be the best matchup, I believe. Like, look at our deck. It's ridiculous how one-sided our deck is constructed with 4 lockdowns, 4 Sunfall. It's very much constructed to beat Convoke or any creature deck for that matter. And we're just losing it. Yeah, that is a very bad sign. I'm not even the worst pilot, I think. Like, maybe I am a bad pilot because I'm not bringing in the knockout blow, but yikes. Dark times ahead, maybe. Dark times ahead. Oy, oy, oy. Convoke. Play first. Alright, I want to play. Like, when you have no more lives, you want to play. Just feels good. What deck is good against Convoke? Let me know, guys. I'm actually curious. Is it like one of the black mid-range decks with like 4 Path of Peril on the sideboard? Maybe. Because I guess in those decks you can at least put stuff on the board. Sort of Shieldred seems great, I guess. What else? What else is good? The Rakdos deck, Brotherhood's End. Putting Domain, maybe? Domain with lockdowns? Someone said that. Oops. Someone mentioned that they had Domain with lockdowns, I believe. You have 4 Sunfall, 4 lockdown, and then Eiganjo of Wrath to stabilize. Could be good. But I'm just gonna use the expensive card here. I feel like this is a game where No More Lies will be active for a while. So I'm just gonna use the more expensive card. If I would know they had No More Lies in their deck, maybe I should just Deluge, honestly. Like, yeah, like if they have No More Lies in their deck, it's just gonna be such a blowout. If I Deluge end of turn and they have the counter, I don't wanna go there. It looks like they're running out of gas. Oh, they do have a Gix. Okay, never mind. Why would you play Gix not first? I guess you want to get the damage in. Okay, that's reasonable. So this is a problem for my Get Lost, I suppose. So I have to do it now. I gotta hydrate. Five cards in hand. One is an Underground River. Has just played a Geeks last turn. Probably not much left. I don't know. Preacher Esper. Preacher is pretty good against Convoke, right? I guess that is a good call, having 4 Path of Peril and Preacher. Well, I guess I got punished. Got punished for my decision, huh? The Disruption Protocol. Maybe I was playing poorly there. Would have liked to have the counter available. Yeah, maybe I'm just playing loose, and I mean, to be fair, I'm so entrenched in Pioneer. I've played a ton of Modern in January for the Gent thingy. Standard is really the constructed format I've played the least. That's really it. I think I'm gonna keep the field maybe for the Anchorage. They don't have a legendary creature right now. They don't. Yeah, no. They don't want to pop this, by the way, which is a bit suspicious, if I may say so. Alright, I'm gonna... They can't cast No More Lies, I suppose. So they're running a Make Disappear deck. Old school! I think No More Lies is just better in Esper, right? I think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, 4 cards, No More Lies up. Sorry, the other thing up. Make Disappear up. So maybe I don't want to play Lockdown because they're just gonna sack the Siren to protect the bad. Maybe. Just chill. Alright, I'm just gonna chill. Seems pretty obvious that I have a Make Disappear. I mean, on the other hand, I do have a Memory Deluge next turn. If I go for Lockdown here... I don't know. I think I'm gonna chill. I don't know. Tough spot. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, fine. That means the Lockdown will be even more devastating, though. That is actually kind of good for me. But that now makes me less sure about their hand. Like, now they might just not have... Okay, good to know about. Good to know about that one. Now they might not have a Make Disappear, maybe. Maybe they were just holding up this. That makes sense. But I think they don't have a No More Lies, at least, because then they would have tapped their mana differently. Right? Go to 11. I can shuffle away the airtie. Seems good, I guess. Or do I want them to draw it? I think I want... I don't know. Airtie. Airtie seems kind of annoying. What do I get? Planes, I guess. Already have 2 islands. Alright, play my field, I suppose. Tap, tap, tap. Lockdown's looking great. Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be tough to counter, right? Yeah, just masterminding. Okay. That's fine. I could bounce this in response. No, that's not a good idea. That is definitely not a good idea. Okay, cool. Got my normal lies back, which I much rather would have been much happier if that would have been a disruption protocol. I really underestimated how this game is gonna play out. Yeah, I definitely did. Definitely did. Okay, sure. Nice, 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 nice. Getting onto the board, not playing into the normal lies. Gotta be nice. Gotta be nice. Alright, I'll blow up this plaza. Let's see how many basics there are. Maybe they have only 1 island. Oh, they do. Oh, that is a good draw. Very nice indeed. Maybe they have... Oh, if they have Make Disappear, I can't actually do anything about it. Well, Make Disappear would have been better in that spot and would have actually gotten me. I wonder if that was the correct play to even do that. If people are playing less counters builds in these decks, and your game 1 with Sunfall is quite nice actually. Like Sunfall is such a backbreaker against anybody doing this. It resolves. Yeah, Esper has pretty nice tools, and also all their free drops are like must-kill threats. If you let them live too long, they accumulate value. Yeah. Four cards left. Okay, I think at this point I should be like 70-80% to win this, I think. The Deluge in my graveyard, my opponent apparently doesn't have any counter magic either. Okay, opponent disconnected, unfortunately. Maybe they just got tired of losing. Blue-white too strong. Doing this in the upkeep. Oh, I actually should have maybe played the Otawara. I don't know, just playing around counter magic. But yeah, it looks like this game might just be over now. Play first. No thank you. So yeah, the Esper opponent unfortunately disconnected. Yes, blue-white control, too powerful. Only into 5. Alright, farewell goes, and this goes. Trying to have normalized and Memory Deluge be good enough here. We're playing a mirror match? We'll see. Caves of Coilus, more Esper. Okay, boring. We just 2 Convoke to Esper today. I guess very meta decks here on the Platinum ladder. Yeah. I'm in the middle of the month and I'm still stuck in Platinum. That's usually a sign of having not played much Magic Arena. And yeah, it's the case. I have not played much Magic Arena lately. Been entrenched in the Call of Mana drafts and Pioneer. And even when I played on stream, which I did on the weekend, I played the Modern... No, the Pioneer Mox. True, Pioneer. Also Pioneer. Yeah, also Pioneer. I think I was already close to dying, but I lost just a bunch lately. I don't know what happened there. Just trying decks, you know, you never know. Casting the Emperor here against the Bat. Yeah, I don't know. Seems pretty mid. I can make a token, plus it, attack, have this on free loyalty. Does this get any better than that? Probably not. Like the thing is, if they don't play like a Raffine, I'm like totally defenseless. Never mind. That was actually a kind of neat draw there. That's actually a pretty great draw. Down to 1 card in hand. I hope they attack the Bat, because the way I win this game, if I even will, is if I get that Memory Deluge back. Yeah, party starts from there. Okay, I sort of anticipated how this went. We could just Eiganjo that. maybe be careful about the cards with touching and stuff, because maybe my opponent could see, oh, he's touching his card in his hand, because I think that's sort of how it works on Arena. And then they could be like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't attack. I guess I'll just make a 4/4. Maybe a 2/2. Okay, I'll make a 2/2. Do I kill this? I think I do. Reason being, I don't want to... Now if they have normalized, I kind of get wrecked, actually. Reason being is that I don't want them to play Plaza of Heroes and then have protection up. Sure, now they have the map tokens, so they can use them on the 1/1s, but I have a pretty formidable board. So I don't think they should do a whole lot. So yeah. Okay, not using your mana on casting spells. I mean, usually a good sign when your opponent starts cracking maps, I think. Like, usually is a sign that they at least cannot perfectly use the mana in their hand, so their hand is not as loaded. And there's the Plaza. Glad I didn't wait. Glad I didn't wait. Okay. Just make you a 3/3? You a 4/4. 2 3/3 sounds good, I guess. If they block with everything, I guess I just trade with a 3/3 here. They might have Emperor. That'd be bad. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. Emperor would be unfortunate. Okay, yeah, this block was expectable, I suppose. So they kept the Raffine on top. They have open mana right now. Didn't pop another map, which is kind of weird. But why didn't you pop another map? Maybe they... I don't get it. Like, what did they have that costs 5 mana, you know? That is confusing to me. Okay. Sure. Okay, I guess they do have a counterspell. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for me to cast this, and now they go no more lies and totally destroy me. Yeah. I think they when I destroyed the Raffine with my Get Lost, I think they did have it. But they also knew I had only one card in hand, which is the Deluge. So good on them for... Good on them. Maybe I should have played around that a little bit, at least. Like, I could have just played the Deduce there. Well played by the opponent. Well sequenced. And, yeah. Well sequenced. Didn't jump the gun on the Get Lost. Oh, I'm just dead. I was really relying on that card. I have to draw Sunfall, I guess. I'm gonna shuffle this away because if my out to the situation is Sunfall, I don't want them to have a threat that doesn't die to Sunfall. Yeah, could have done differently here. I don't know. Like, I could have cast Deduce in response. That definitely I could have done differently. Like, that was a clear line I could have taken that would have been better against the normalize in their hand. But, you know, I was already sort of behind, you know. Ah, tough spot. Tough spot. Nicely maneuvered by the opponent. Yeah. That's usually why Esper Control also got kind of bad and didn't see much play at all. Is this matchup. Just Esper midrange was able to maneuver and deploy a good counterspell at the right time and have various threats. And now they have Manlands, they have Schooner, they have Planeswalkers, they have Wedding Announcement, they have Deep Cavern Bat even with Ixalan. So, like, did things really get better? Like, Esper midrange, Esper Control got tools. Well, like, we have now Long Goodbye with no more lies. And some stuff here and there, but like, I'm just gonna jump. But yeah, just in general, the Esper midrange deck has perhaps gotten more improvements than the Esper Control deck. So, and yeah, I mentioned in the other video where I did the Esper Control deck, in the Esper Control video, I mentioned how big of an upgrade No More Lies is in the particular mid-range versus control matchup, because No More Lies is so incredible against Memory Deluge and really allows the mid-range deck to outgrind the Esper deck quite easily, the Esper control deck. Right, different matchup. We mulligan to 5. That didn't help much, of course. What do? I don't really have any appealing card on my sideboard. Maybe the Shark? The Shark, I suppose, could be okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe the Ezrim, but it's pretty expensive. I don't love that against all the cheap counter spells. Lockdown? I think Lockdown is probably good. So yeah, it's Shark. Maybe the Whale is worse. I cut one of these, maybe? Shark gives me a little bit of an alternative way of... Yeah, just gives me an alternative game plan. Like, otherwise I'm a pretty... You know, I have these sorceries that have to resolve. That's kind of the situation. And then, like, I have Deluge and Emperor, which, you know, they resolve, that'd be good, but... Yeah, then the Shark is like a completely different angle. Like, all of a sudden, it's a creature that produces value, that produces blockers. They don't have the removal. Might buy me enough time. All right. But I really like how my opponent navigated that game. Okay, that's a decent hand. Yeah, Deep Cavern bad. Like, that one is just so nice. Like, getting the information of the hand to sort of know, okay, can I tap out on turn 3 for my card? Do they have something? So nice. And it just, Deep Cavern bad makes it so that you really want a lot of cheap interaction. And you don't want to rely on sweepers. So you want to deal with that bad, otherwise it takes away one of your cards, and then, you know. Yeah. Luckily I'm on a 7 this time. Like, I'm not on a 5. The bad was really devastating in the last game. So I was so low on cards. Now, whatever they take, it doesn't matter that much. Seedshark is truly astonishing. God, it's unreal. There's so many, like, incredibly powerful cards. You got this entire hand. I mean, Temporary Lockdown, 3 mana, exile everything. Cost mana value 2 or less. Just amazing. Sunfall, one of the best sweepers in a long time in Standard. Deluge, best card draw spell since, I don't know, Dig Through Time. Yeah, just pretty amazing. The Standard format is just chock full of great cards, and you know, I have all these great cards, but I'm probably still the inferior deck in this situation, which, you know, tells you even more about, you know, what's going on right now. Power level is through the roof. They do have the removal. Okay, but they took the other Shark. Interestingly enough. Interesting. I think I'm just gonna... This, maybe. Seems kind of nice. Resolving an Emperor. Getting my Shark back. I think if we wouldn't have drawn Emperor, I would have just cast Memory Deluge. You have to respect the No More Lies at this point, like, heavily, especially after seeing they have it. I just have to play around it with my Deluge. So I have to pull the trigger then in my own turn when they're tapped low. Okay. Okay. 4 cards in that. Yeah, I'm just gonna Deluge. I could play Shark too. I'm just gonna take another Sunfall on the beach. I'm just gonna make Samurai. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should have not made a Samurai, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have plussed. It's kind of bad against Rafine, I guess. If they play Rafine, they can just kill my Emperor if I plus. But it's a bit better with the sweepers. Okay, I'm playing the Flash game. I could deploy the Shark here. I think I will. Can't be stroked, can't be negated, can't be no more light. Like, that's so nice about it. It goes around all the counter spells. So they kind of need go for the throat, which they have. They do have, unfortunately, for me. But yeah, maybe they don't have a second, so. Okay, that's fine. Three cards in hand. So I'm gonna blow up the plaza. They could have Tidebinder here. No? Okay. Tidebinder, the Field of Ruin trigger, not deny me my land. Okay, so I could just Deluge, just pass the turn, Deluge. Don't need to pull a trigger here, technically. Casting Lockdown seems pretty good. 3 cards in hand. 2 Sunfalls in hand as well, so like, I mean, they only have so much counter spells. They just give up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what their hand exactly was, but yeah, probably not a negate. If it's not a negate, like, probably not a negate, so they had like no more lies, which, yeah, wasn't the most effective in that situation. I mean, it did prevent my Sunfall from resolving, but the lockdown was quite nice, I suppose. It's a good takeaway from that game. Lockdown looked good, Shark looked good. Lockdown is always a little bit dicey against Esper, I found, like, because, you know, they have so many good free drops as well. But I suppose my opponent's list is very heavy on the token theme, and even has the schooner as well, so there's plenty of targets. Deep Cavern Bat. No, the schooner. Okay. All right. Daddy Bats. Okay. Well, I mean, they have to take the lockdown. They're locked into that pretty much. Yeah, I think I would just kill the bat though if they get lost. Pretty sure about that. Yeah. Okay. Looks like they don't have a land, maybe. Ooh, okay. Yeah, in that case, I'm just gonna lock it all down here, I think. Yeah. Not a good showing for blue-white. I mean, we lost twice 0-2. Interesting. We lost twice 0-2 against Convoke. Not a good showing for the stack at all. That's supposed to be a very good matchup. Now we looked like we're winning against Esper, but my opponent, you know, missing land drops makes it pretty easy. Oh, I shouldn't. How do you say? Hatch my eggs before they're done. I have not won this game yet, that's for sure. Just Memory Deluge, play around the counter magic. I don't need more lands. I want this. Maybe more Sunfalls. March. I don't know. Close. Can't tell what's better. I have 2 expensive sweepers already. So I was going for a little bit more flexibility there. Opponent knows about the farewell as well. I guess I can exile enchantments right now. Deep Cavern Bat. Okay. Because I have 2 sweepers, this might actually be a good scenario for me. Take the farewell. Interesting. Very interesting. I could just kill the bat with the march. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think it's fine to concede at this point because, like, the situation is very, very tough to come back from. So I understand. Okay, well, opponent really destroyed me in game 1. But then game 2, I just had enough tools to sort of survive, and they didn't really have a great start. In game 3, they stumbled heavily. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this matchup might be close after all. Like, as I said, if the Esper deck doesn't have enough counterspells, they will succumb to the amount of sweepers. But if they play smartly and time the counters well and have the bat at the right time, then get like a Rafino or a Preacher going, that could be quite good for them. And bad for this Esper deck. Oh, interesting matchup for sure. All in all, I'm a little bit down on this blue-white deck. Might be, a decent deck. Not terrible, not unplayable, of course, but I don't know. It just the showing against Convoke really put me off. That's supposed to be a great matchup, and then the showing against Esper made me feel like I could just build like a really nice Esper list and probably make this matchup troublesome for the blue-white players. What I'm thinking.